Hello YouTube, this is Morgan Airspeed Prime here with my next trading card game opening. This one's going to be for Magic the Gathering Born of the Gods, and this is a fat pack. As I said in my Let Airspeed Plays Magic the Gathering video, this has kind of quickly become, even though I've only opened it up at one, the Theros fat pack, one of my favourite trading card game products to open up, just because there's so much stuff in it, and it's just really a great representation of like more or less what this set is without just being like a booster box. You get a lot of stuff about the lore and stuff like that, and I'll get into that now. The whole aim is, you get 9 boosters, but you also get all of this other stuff as well, which I will show you right now. There's a lot of stuff with this. It's very detailed. So let me just open this. Wait. Okay. I'll get the awkward plastic off. And now, it's actually important to open this quite carefully. Just pull out the stuff, and then in this you get your player's guide, which I'll go through in a moment. But this is also important because there's a poster on the inside, so I have to open this pretty carefully. Because I actually like these posters. I put the Elspeth one from Theros up on my wall, and I want to have this one go with it. So let me try and open this very carefully so I don't wreck this. I think I'm going to have to do this kind of off camera so I can show you, sorry. Okay, I'm back now. Here is the poster. Let me try and get this in shot. What's really cool, it's obviously Xenagos, who is now a god in Theros, so that's really nice. So this will look great next to the Elspeth poster I have up, and then obviously I'll get a fat pack when Journey into Nyx comes out, and hopefully that will have some really nice poster with it too. But as I said, we'll start with the player's guide here, which is really a really cool item that I wish more kind of things would do. Basically, it gives you the whole idea of what the different kind of themes are, types of cards in this thing, different mechanics basically. There's Inspired, there's Bestow, which continues on from Theros, Tribute is new in Born of the Gods, and then there's more gods, and there's more stuff about devotion, so they give you an idea of the mechanics. Then there's some kind of nice lore stuff about the game here, some flavor kind of stuff about what like Nyx-born monsters are, a bit more about the gods. I assume this explains kind of how Xenagos becomes a god, stuff like that. And then you get, we also got the 5 main gods in Theros, and this explains more about these more dual-coloured gods. So there's Aphara, Phoenix, Mogus. There's Xenagos, obviously the guy from the poster, Karametra, and then our one planeswalker, Kiora, the Crashing Wave, so this is stuff about her. And then there's this nice thing, 10 coolest cards in Born of the Gods. Looking at the list here, yep, actually all but 2 of them are rares and mythic rares. So Kiora is the first, Xenagos, Bramaz, Painseer, Faded Infatuation, Fanatic of Xenagos, Searing Blood, Herald of Torment, Chromanticore for some reasons on here. Not sure if that's the best card, but it is actually pretty cool. And then Hero of Eroas. Then you get just some of the stuff, the other products available, Deck Builder's Toolkit, intro packs and boosters. And then, cool thing, full color list of what all the cards look like, which is really awesome. So it's a smaller set than Theros, but you still get some really nice cards. And then there's a checklist, and it's just overall really nice. So that's pretty cool. And you can keep them in a folder. I'm not sure if there's like a specific folder out there, the product there you can actually put these in, but we'll have to see something about that. And then the actual stuff. They have cardboard here to make the box bigger, I assume, so the poster is the right size. And then there's some more cardboard in here in the actual box, which is the thing keeping this from not closing properly. So the thing actually closes down like that, so it's not that the box is always like that with the black bit there. And it's a really cool box in itself. Just really nice. But let's move that out of the way. And what you get in it is like this. Here's 5 of the packs. You get the how to play guide here and the spin down counter here for the game 20 life. So that's cool. This other pack you get 4 packs of Born of the Gods, and then I'm not sure how many lands are here. I think it's like 100 or something like that, 20 of each color I think, but I'll have to count. It's just Theros land, it's not specific Born of the Gods land, so I don't think I really need to go through that. You get 2 deck boxes. Who do we have here? Mogus and Ifara, so that's pretty cool. 2 more deck boxes. I think you get Xenagos and Elspeth and Theros, so that's pretty cool. And that's what you get. It's just a nice thing. You have these to keep your cards in, you have the box itself to keep the cards in, and then stuff to play the game. Really nice. But let's get into actually opening these packs. Dice is the easiest way to open this plastic, and it's pretty nice. You got there's the Born of the Gods symbol that's on all the cards, which is nice. White one, I think the one I got in Theros was blue. So you obviously get a little collection of those. I assume the one for Journey into Nyx will be like red or something like that. Okay, so the little booklet you get here is just the same thing that comes in, I think, all of these sets. It's just the standard how to play guide. It hasn't been updated since the 2004 core set, which is not great, but it's actually a surprisingly bad how to play guide, because this game is fairly complicated compared to most other trading card games, and the how to play guide they give you isn't great. It doesn't even explain a lot of stuff like how to use planeswalkers and stuff like that. You really do have to look up a lot of this stuff online. So 5 packs, and you can see the gods on the front of these cards. So 2 Mogus, 2 Ifara, 1 Phoenix, and then over here got our land pack, and then 4 packs. So who have we got here? 1 Ifara, 2 Phoenix, and 1 Mogus, for a total of 3 Mogus, 3 Phoenix, and 3 Ifara. So that's pretty cool and even. I'm not sure if it's meant to be that way. And then the land pack is just land. It's cool for like new players that, okay, you get all the land you'll kind of ever really need in this one thing, but yeah, let's see, what, oh, it's all in groups. But yeah, the thing here is you get all the different types of forests. So I think there's 5 different arts for forests, and you get all of them in here, and yeah, I think it's around 100 land, which is enough for many decks, depending on if you do limited or constructed. So let's start off opening these packs. I like Magic the Gathering packs a lot, just because there's a lot of cards in them. Big contrast between the last video I did with the Vanguard packs, where there's only 5 cards, and the future card Buddy Fight as well. But let's see what we get here. Sword by Centaur. My favourite colours so far, I think, are the colour combination is green-red, so I'm looking for some nice green-red cards, but I also want some of the other colours because I have a lot more green and red cards just from the trial decks I've got than other colours. So Beresca Sun Guide, Stratus Walk, Nullify, Impetuous Sun Chaser. Our first uncommon is Thassa's Rebuff, a Crowan Phalanx, Searing Blood, Hero of Aroas, one of those top 10 coolest cards from the Player's Guide. Pretty cool. Or spells your cost 1 less to cast, and it's got a heroic, so that's a really cool card in like if you're using a white heroic deck. Swamp is the land we get, and we got a Centaur token, so that's pretty cool. I like getting these tokens as opposed to just the random advertisement cards. But yeah, I like this thing because you do get a good chunk of packs, like 9 packs, especially with how many cards there are in Magic the Gathering. Is a big kind of chunk of cards you get, so it's really good. So yeah, I'll just I'm not going to go through the whole all of the comments, but I'll just point out some of the nice ones. I think this is meant to be a pretty good card based on what the podcasts I've been listening to about Magic the Gathering say Nyxborn Shieldmate is pretty good. Fall of the Hammer is probably one of the best cards people go for in drafts straight away. Karametra's Favor, Oresco's Sun Guide. Strike Harpy is our first uncommon. Archetype of Aggression, Pinnacle of Rage, and our rare is a mythic rare, Champion of Stray Souls. Pretty nice. That's actually only my second mythic rare in Magic the Gathering so far, out of a bunch of packs, but I'll show you the other mythic rare I got at the end of this video, when I opened my Born of the Gods intro deck, the red-green one. But yeah, mythic rare seems a pretty cool card in a black deck, and then Mountain and a Bird token, which is pretty nice. So already this is a success. I remember when I opened my Theros fat pack, I didn't get any mythic rares or hollows, so it was an all rare. So already this one's kind of better in terms of rare cards. But in terms of cards I actually want to get, I'd like to get one of the gods because I haven't got one yet. And then Brimaz, the Cat King thing would be nice to get. Completely struggling on the name right now. Nyxborn Royal, Impetuous Sunchaser, Deepwater Hypnotist, Crisis, Reckless Reveler, Pillar of War. That seems a pretty cool card, just 3 mana for 3/3, and if it's enchanted you can use it to attack as well. Not too bad. Acolyte's Reward, Pinnacle of Rage, and Mind Reaver, Heroic. I like heroic cards a lot. They're pretty cool in this set. It seems to be one of the go-to kind of decks in this block, Theros, because there's so many enchantments and ways to give heroic. Yeah. Next pack: Marshmist Titan, Nyxborn World, Floodtide Serpent, Rise to the Challenge, Griffin Dreamfinder, Crone Skyguard, Reckless Reveler, Snake of the Golden Grove, Nullify, Kraken of the Straits, Stormcaller of Keranos is our first uncommon. And I think Keranos is going to be one of the gods in the next set, because obviously we haven't seen him, her yet. Sanguimancy, interesting name. Fated Return is our rare. Instant, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, gains indestructible if it's your turn, scry 2. That's quite expensive though, for black. We also got a hollow Snake of the Golden Grove, Island, and nothing else there. I think, did we get a Snake of the... Yeah, we got hollow and common, just normal Snake of the Golden Grove, so that was a pretty good pack. Next up, Excoriate, I think that's how you pronounce that. Rise to the Challenge, Nyxborn Trident, War Chanter of Mogus, Forsaken Drifters, Sudden Storm, Aspect of Hydra, Claim of Erebos, Deepwater Hypnotist, Nyxborn Shieldmate, Gorgon's Head. This is a pretty cool card because Death Touch is a really nice ability to have. I think it's really good in Theros, I think. Drown in Sorrow, Noble Quarry, Herald of Torment, that's pretty cool. I think this is the card from the black intro deck. Plains and a bird token, so that's not too bad. Obviously I only have one of the intro packs with a green one, so the only kind of green promo card I have is that one. So here we go. Eye Gouge, pretty cool card. The art is actually meant to be looked at this way. It's actually a dead Cyclops, as you can see from the volcanoes in the background. It's a really flavorful card, I like that. If it's a Cyclops, you destroy it because they only have one eye. If you gouge that one eye, they're gone. Sedescent Starbreaker, First Man Tromper, Asphyxiate, I think that's a pretty good card. Follow Hammer again, very good. Cyclops with 1 eye plus. Our first uncommon is Satyr Nick Smith. Adunos River Trawler, Siren of the Silent Song, gold card. Perplexing Chimera, a very perplexing card. It's probably the most confusing card from the set, just in terms of okay, it's good when you use it, but then your opponent gets it and can use it against you, and you have to go through a few hoops to use it properly, or else just build your deck in a way where you don't have an insane stuff that they can use it against you that well with. But interesting card. I'm kind of happy to have it just to see how it works actually using it in a match. Next pack, Sphinx's Disciple, Cetessan Starbreaker, Forsaken Drifters, Excoriate, Scouring Sands, Necrobite, Sudden Storm, Kragma Butcher, Aspect of Hydra, Mortal's Resolve. Our first uncommon is Peregrination, Archetype of Courage, Meletis or Meletis Astronomer. Our rare is Satyr Fire Dancer. So that's pretty nice. Forest, and then a Cat Soldier token. I think this is the card you use for Ramaz. That's pretty cool. Is it a sign of his coming in one of these last two packs? Okay, Weight of the Underworld. Not a pretty good card, I think. Not sure about the -3 power, how much that's going to actually do. But, okay, Cetessan Oathsworn. I actually like this card. I think it's really cool. 2 +1/+1 counters. If you have the right deck, it seems really good if you can get it out. Excoriate, Rise to the Challenge, Nyxborn Triton, Asphyxiate, Fall of the Hammer once again, Cyclops of One-Eye Pass, Crypsis, Culling Mark. First uncommon is Archetype of Courage, then Sky Reaping, then Eternity Snare, and yep, another mythic rare, Karametra, God of the Harvest. Have to get my first God out of Theros block. It's probably not the best one though. I don't think it's that good. It's 3 green-white for a 6/7 legendary enchantment creature God. Indestructible. You have to have devotion to green and white that is less than 7. Yeah, more than 7, otherwise it's not a creature and it just has the effect. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may search your library for a Forest or Plains card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. That seems pretty good in the, I suppose, late game maybe, because if you're kind of in control of the match, then you can cast a few things on your turn and then get more land, and then next turn you can cast more stuff, and it seems like a nice way to like really kind of just go crazy near the end of a game, though obviously it's not a great early card maybe when you're only casting one thing a turn. And it does cost 5 mana as well to cast in the first place. There's the Kraken token, which I believe is used for Kiora, so that should come in handy. And then our last pack. This has already been a huge success. 2 mythic rares from the packs. Anything else here is a bonus. Hold at Bay, Marshmist, Titan, Nyxborn Wolf, Floodtide Serpent, Rise to the Challenge, Cyclops of One-Eye Pass, Necrobite, Sudden Storm, Kragma Butcher, Aspect of Hydra. First uncommon is Archetype of Imagination. That seems a pretty cool card. 6 for a 3/2 flyer, I suppose, is a bit much, but the whole creatures you control are flying seems pretty good if you have a bunch of monsters out. Thunderbrute, this is a card I actually really wanted to get. I already have one, I think, from the trial deck I got, but I really like this card. It's probably one of my favorite tribute cards. Tribute 3, when Thunderbrute, not Tribute Brute, enters the battlefield, if tribute wasn't paid, it gets haste until the end of turn. And it's, 6 for a 5/5 or 6 for an 8/8. It doesn't seem too. It seems really good. God-Favored General. Again, another inspired card. Seems a pretty slow mechanic, but if you can get it working, it seems okay. And then Temple of Plenty. It's this is the Scryland for green-white. That's pretty nice. Island, and then this card, Born of the Gods of Rules. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I suppose I got the right Scryland for the god that I got, Karametra, so that's pretty cool. Let me try and find from these packs the 2 mythics I got. So obviously one of them was Karametra, and then the other one was that black card. Let me just try and find it here. Yeah, here we go. So we got Karametra, God of Harvest, and Champion of Stray Souls. And we got the Hollow as well in one of the packs. So that's pretty nice pack. So yeah, that's the fat pack. You get a bunch of stuff in it, 9 packs. Your dice, your player's guide, you get the poster and stuff like that. But what I just want to show you now is the card that I got from one of the 2 Born of the Gods packs that you get with the intro deck. Let me just go over. This was my first ever mythic rare that I got, and it was Kiora in, I think, the 2nd pack from that intro pack. So I got my first Planeswalker, my first mythic rare, and it was basically number 1 card in that top 10 list from the player's guide. So I'm really happy about that. I've got some nice mythic rares. 0 mythic rares in Theros, 3 so far from the same amount of packs in Born of the Gods. Much luckier with this. I don't see myself getting too much Magic the Gathering stuff. Probably the next thing you see on my channel from it will be Journey into Nick's Fat Pack. But thanks for watching this video, and bye.